Hello, Denise.
Hi, Michael.
Well, you're back.
We're back.
And you've got a new project.
Yes, we have a new project here, which was not to be copied, but to kind of represent an old dress that you had once.
That's right. And we managed to have the fabric made.
Had the fabric made up. I think a lot of people know that older dress. It's been in Pinterest, people's Pinterest boards, and people have seen it for years and might recognize the print and kind of the style. We've changed the sleeves a little bit. The old dress had blue trim. We've changed it to pink, but it's pretty much
the same.
Is that dress kind of brought back to life?
And it is an amazing paisley, and this is a nice weight cotton with some practically a linen, wouldn't you say?
Right. It's a kind of more medium to heavy weight. There's a good weight to this, which is nice because look how it just sticks out like this. Also, look at the scale of the paisleys. I mean, it's just perfect.
Oh yes, which is good luck.
That's right, good luck.
So we've got the paisley, and then we have all the floral motif of pink roses and some burgundy and greens, so it all. And isn't it a nice fabric to work with?
Oh, it's very nice, easy to sew. Very nice, easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Very easy.
So we're going to make this today.
We are going to make it, and we have the kit here, the instructions. You can see how she looks with her little basket, her dog, and so we've named it Market Day.
Okay. But this could go on any doll. It doesn't have to.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I mean, it could go on one of our roamers, or it could go on an antique doll. They could do whatever they could go on any kind of doll.
Right. Well, she's a reproduction doll, about 15.5 inches.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have these. It's very popular.
Yes.
And what's happening on your lap? I see.
Do you see some ears?
Yes.
Well, we're a little needy today.
Yes.
A little needy.
Oh.
This is Daisy.
Daisy's a good little angel.
Daisy's a good girl. Are you a good girl? I think so. Are you shy?
She's having.
Are you shy?
She's under the weather today.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah.
It's all right, darling. Just be right here. That's a good girl. There we go.
No, I mean, they wouldn't have known that she was there, except there is something popping up on your lap. Okay. All right, so where do we begin? How do we begin the story?
A little bit. Well, we always begin by reading through the instructions. Read through it. I think it's not hard. And I think most of the people who do our kits will know just how to sew everything. They'll be fine. But still, read through the instructions. There's also, let me see.
And I like to add to that too, Denise. I always like people to make a mock-up of the fitting part before they start cutting into the fabric.
Yes, that's a good idea too. Excuse me. This is small. This is not. No. This is my working. Okay. So we have the fabric laid out so that you can see it's folded over here, so you can kind of
work with that.
And
so
you have room for the
they
skirt
get
and
a
everything.
good pattern layout.
Yeah.
That way they can maximize the fabric.
Right.
And we try to give them an ample amount, so if they're good with it, they can get more do some accessory pieces maybe with the scraps.
And then here are the pattern pieces, and I've got them cut out here.
Okay.
Okay. I could put that back there. So you have, let's see, I can take this off. So you have the front bodice piece. You have side, it says side front, and the back. I only have I didn't cut two pieces out because, of course, when you cut them out, you cut two, and so you have one side and the other. but this will go like this, okay, on either side.
Okay.
And then this, let me put it back over on this side. And then this will go here, so this. And sometimes, especially when it's there are more pieces to the bodice, I like to lay it out like this so that I know which ones go with what, how it goes.
Yeah, I like
So
to do that too.
Yeah, makes life easier sometimes. And now this piece.
And as we get older, sometimes I like to put R and L.
1 and 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Do this first. So you can see on our doll that she has this middle part of the bodice gathered in 3 places.
Okay,
I think
little
4 if you
ruching.
wanna-
Kind
yeah.
of. Yeah. Okay.
So the bodice pattern has the lines here.
Okay.
And you can use a light box, you can
Just measure it off.
measure, do as you like. You can also, you can see through it.
Yes, I can see. I think the camera can see
And
that.
then, and I'm doing it upside down, and then I use a friction pen and just draw the lines, and then you have a line to follow.
Right.
Okay. The friction pen, of course, will iron out. You could also use a pencil, which is lighter, but that's okay because this will be it'll be caught up inside here,
Yeah,
and you
they're
would not see the pencil anyway. So if you don't have a friction pen, use a pencil, use chalk, whatever you like to use to make marks. Is just fine. So I'm going to put this over here, and I think on these, and then we talk about these later. Okay. So I started this. So you can see I have, I'll turn it over. So I made 3 lines, and I've caught these up, so.
And you're basically
see.
making piping.
Right. And so usually I'll knot one end so I kind of don't use it, but lose it. And then just fold it like that, right on it.
Okay.
Fold it. And then you're going to sew, you can feel it, you're going to sew right up next to it. You don't want to catch the string.
No.
And so every once in a while you can
Pull.
it, see, make sure that it's still, like these still go through. See?
Right. This is
Because we're
important.
going to gather it.
Right.
Okay. So that's.
And how, do you do it tight to the
I
pull string?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you're very
There. It's very close.
very close. Essentially they could do this with a machine too, couldn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
People who are good with a machine can do it, and I know there are people who are very good with a machine. And I'm just saying that because I'm not.
Oh, you can do the machine. You can. So what they would use if they were doing this with the machine, they'd use a zipper foot for this.
Okay. See, you do know.
I know 2 or 3 things.
So they're just running stitches, and my stitches aren't that tiny.
But by the time you find the zipper foot, you could already have done it by
Well,
hand.
they would have all that. See, these stitches aren't, because it's pretty thick.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of fabric
You've got
here.
a lot. You've got.
And I just wanted to show some, if I can, something else about this garment. I'm just going to take it off her for a second.
I don't know that she likes that.
Well, I think she's used to it because she's been through it.
She's been through a lot, hasn't she?
times. Yeah. Oh, I think I went through her. Oh, I did. I went through her wig. It's my doll, so it's okay.
Well, you didn't hurt her.
Okay, so we talked about the weight of the fabric and that there is a lot of weight to it. So you might think, well, why do we have to line it? And we're going to be sewing other things to it.
To it, yeah.
So this piping, for instance, is going to come down here and be sewn. And you don't want to sew it so that the stitches show on the outside of your fabric. Also, the waistband is done like this on the bodice piece.
So it has to have the lining.
And so there's something to sew it to, also on, on the sides.
Right. And I mean, historically, there's just fabric. There isn't doll fabric. The doll makers used the same fabric that dresses were made out of.
And it's quite a nice it feels so good.
Yeah, it does.
It feels good. But anyway, so it does make it a little bit thicker when you're sewing, but to me, it's worth putting the lining in.
Well, you just have to buy
people
needles
can
and use sharp needles.
Do what they want, but let's see. Okay, Daisy, that's my girl. That's my girl. Okay. Here we go.
Use sharp needles.
Yeah, I've got these. That's very long, which I like long needles.
That's interesting. I like short needles.
Yeah.
It's not everybody
has. Let's see. Let's do a little test.
I have control issues, so I feel like I can control a short needle.
Ah. Here we go. I think I like long needle because I do like to go as many stitches as I can through, finer fabric. But this is a nice sharp one to go through this fabric.
Don't you feel when you're sewing, you have to warm up a bit too?
Oh yeah, you do. And I'm just doing this quickly. It's not for.
It's not your couture work.
Not. I just want. Well, usually we don't sew in front of a camera.
That's right. But I need to. I personally need to warm up.
But we also, I do, and we also.
We just want
to show people like what we're doing, and they'll take it from there. Okay, so anyway, we got it. So now we've got the three little, and let's see. Okay, I'm going to put this on. Okay. I think I broke a stitch there.
We can always go back and repair it.
Yep.
So when you feel that this is the place they need to start with on this project, the center.
Yeah.
Center front.
Yeah. You can construct the skirt first and lay it aside. You can do the bodice first, whatever.
But they should do it.
You're wanting to do, and I do different.
Savevi tells them to do it. That's why I'm asking you. We have rules.
I do it different ways, different times. All right, sorry, I just didn't pay enough attention. But yeah, now there we go. Okay.
We have movement.
Yeah, we do.
And again, it doesn't matter on this because that's going to get all zhuzhed up too, isn't it?
It is. There's fuzz in there. All right, let's see. Oops. I think.
Have I not given you enough slack?
Maybe not, but I can stand up.
Well, when we break, I'll get you some more.
Here.
And you can. These are the pressing mats that we sell, and these are mine, and you can see there looks like there was a murder on mine because I used them. And it's so nice that the crickets they shut off, so they shut off before, there's a
before they burn the house down.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I'm pulling them to the knots, but I still don't trust the knots. So I'm going to tack the knots down.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do all that.
I don't want to
and
do it
then
all
have-
over again.
And then have to. You would have to do it all over
yeah,
again, wouldn't you?
yeah.
You just pulled it through.
Yeah, so I'm just going through the string of quite a few times. I guess it's not really the knot, but right by it.
Well, I hope the public likes this fabric because
Mm-hmm.
we've gotten throughout the years many requests to reproduce it.
Well, that's what,
So-
yeah, that it's
And it's a big process.
kind
to-
of a well-known
It is.
fabric or pattern.
It was on a doll that belonged to Beverly Thompson, also known as Bitsy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it was one of the first, when the internet was invented, it was one of the first dolls ever on the on the internet, and then
Really?
one of the first Hirés on Pinterest.
Oh.
So that's
That's fun.
that's how they know it.
And it's still there.
It's still there.
And I think it's nice to have something that's not silk.
Yes, I think
You
so.
know? And
Well, I mean, those that actually, study Hirés, we know that silk is a very small amount of costumes in a wardrobe. It's mostly
it's
cottons and wools and linens. And,
right.
all right, so now you're just
I'm just pulling it.
you're doing your. Oh, this would have been bad, Denise, if you didn't attach
No,
those.
yeah. You couldn't do it really.
And you've got it tight enough that you have to work it, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And it is a thicker fabric, so it's going to not slide like
No.
silk would.
Well,
To work it a little bit.
It's got some resistance in it.
Mm-hmm.
But look at how beautiful that is. I would say, if we were doing this in silk, it would take 3 times as much fabric to get that look. Because it would, it's...
It would gather more closely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't looked at your pattern. Is there a spec on what size it should finish at?
Yeah, let's see. No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did see it.
So we'll have to eyeball it. Maybe we can give them a measurement.
So from about center, it's about 2.5 inches
Okay.
across the center. And let's see the actual.
And this is why we do videos, so that we can give a little extra info.
And so, or maybe 2.25, because you have some seams on the side.
Okay. But they're going to fit it to their doll too
Right.
as they go.
Right. Yeah, and it's. Yeah, what I need to do now is tack this side down because it keeps kind of
pulling out.
opening up.
Would some little clips help with that? Just to hold it in place? Little,
I think, I'm trying to think about it, but it might, for what I'm doing right now, it might get in the way.
okay. But if they're going to walk away and do something
Sure,
else, then they
sure.
should
Yeah,
put the little,
yeah.
those are easy to find, the little miniature.
Oh, yeah, those little quilting clips, or whatever
yeah.
they're called, yeah. I do have some, I think, in my little kit here.
But what you're doing now is really fast. Now, are you going to knot that off too, or do you just clip it when you're done sewing it?
Not it. Just put it there, just a little bit.
The clock tower's playing Christmas music. Isn't that
That's
nice?
so nice. And they had the little Christmas parade the other night,
Wasn't that cute?
which was cute.
Well, as the late Sally Stanford would say, if they're going to run you out of town, pick up a baton and lead the
And lead
parade.
the
I do think this is one of the funnest parts of this whole ensemble. And an interesting thing, Denise, we did a video of your paper mache dolls with wardrobes, and this technique was in quite a few of those garments, and they're a good 30 years older than this
than
dress.
this. Yeah. Oh, keep catching. Come on, thread.
So what do you feel with pressing it? How important is that to you in sewing?
Very, very. Yeah.
So you're just flattening it out.
Yep.
I knew that pressing was important to you.
Yep.
I just wanted it.
You just wanted to
people
hear me say
yeah.
it. Oh, it is.
It's almost more important to press properly
Yes.
than to sew properly.
Yes. The other thing that I just do, and it is baste.
Oh yeah, basting is
Lining and pieces. I just can't stand it. You know, it's slipping or, I'd rather spend the time to do that. Okay.
Actually, it saves time to baste.
Yeah.
I think. Because nothing worse than having your garment done and then having a good chunk of the slip out.
Right.
And on that note, you're going to baste, aren't you?
No. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Now, this part up here, it's got some, little pleats in it and stuff, and you just want to keep that together.
Okay. So you're going to do a running stitch? Is that what you're going to do?
Oh, it came out. Yes, I am. Okay.
Then you can really control what your gathers at the neckline. And you had most of them, it looks like, on the original, right in the center. pretty
Right
much.
here.
It seems that it smooths out on the sides.
Yeah, and on the sides, you know, that's where you're gonna seam too. So.
I mean, the thing about making a dress for yourself and teaching a dress, you have to think about how someone at home is going to be
Right.
sewing something. It does change how we might do something.
And you can always go back and gather more, or, you know, if it's not laying right on the chest.
You can also hit it with an iron and then voila.
Well, we do that.
So you're just giving it a little press down.
Okay. So basically, and you can still, you know,
You've got some
fiddle with some of
manipulate
that,
it,
yeah.
But I think it seems to me with your design, it comes down to the center. So you've got all your major decoration is in the center. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is going to go.
And you've already basted that, haven't you?
Right. So I just match it up to the bottom.
And you have an interesting curve there that it doesn't seem that it would work, but it does.
But it does. And I try to get this little point there kind of close to that. And, you know, just make the fabric do what you want.
And it will. And it will. It needs to be obedient.
It's not the boss of you. Okay, and then do that on each side. And I just have to go from right to left here.
Now, what seam allowance are you doing with
It's
this?
about 1/8.
Okay, so this is tight. So you can't slip. You've got to get all those stitches in there. And that's what I think that doing an 1/8 of a seam allowance, you really do need to have it basted beforehand.
Yeah.
Or it would just, you're asking for
Slip.
trouble.
See, and here I just did a stab stitch because it's by the string, which made it kind of thick.
And they could do this by machine if they wanted to. Well, I'm grateful that you don't require a machine because that adds a whole, then I have to bring it down and I have to get it ready for you.
Well, you know, I could bring a machine.
Well, I wouldn't ask you to do that.
Well, no, I have a featherweight
Well, you should
that I've never used.
You've never used it? Oh, they're wonderful. They're wonderful machines.
I know, I can imagine people saying, oh my God, you're kidding, you know.
I have my ancient machine.
See, because it is thicker and my stitches are kind of bigger than I just back stitch on some of these
Yeah,
here.
you've got to get over those knots
and then
things.
on the knots, I might stab stitch here. But, you know, you have to figure it out what you need to do.
We've got to get our hands toughened up when we sew.
I do usually get calluses here and there.
Well, I mean, when we're really, all of us are in the zone. There's no way to avoid it. Well, that was easy.
I don't.
Can you turn it that facing up?
Yes,
So that,
yes.
that looks great.
I think. I don't know. Yeah, no.
You can zhuzh it when you
Yeah.
get it completely finished.
Okay, I'll do another one.
And people don't try to a pattern match on this one. You'll
Oh,
lose
no.
your mind.
But it's a nice thing about it is they're all over the place. They don't only go.
Yeah, they go in both directions.
Yes, they go in both directions. These paisleys. So.
All right. Well, we'll sew this side
sew
piece
this
on, and then we
side.
will come back.
Okay.
Well, Denise, it looks like
Okay.
you've got the side seams in
We have, yes, side
and
and shoulder.
So now you're doing a little fiddling,
Doing a
aren't
little
you?
fiddling. And so this is, now up here earlier, I just put a stitch through and I tied it up. What you can do is put 2 stitches through, leave the ends out. Then when you try it on the doll, pull the threads to where you want it. Okay. So I didn't do that. But what I can do, and let me,
You can do it now.
yes, let me, and look at her this way. I'm just going to put a stitch, a running stitch up through here.
And you're doing it on the doll,
On the doll.
which is probably a very good idea.
Well, then I know for sure how tightly I want it to
because
be.
the back is going to fit no matter
Well,
what.
the back is going to
Yeah,
fit. We
yeah.
got that.
But we don't want that gap there.
Mm-hmm.
Mind the gap, as they say
Mind the
in
gap.
London.
Yes. Okay, so I just put a stitch through there, and I'm
Oh yeah,
going
that
to
just lays down
pull it
beautifully.
so that it lays better on her chest.
Okay, that looks great.
Okay, so let me tie that off. I mean, really, there's almost nothing that can't be fixed. Sometimes you have to take stitches out, but
Not us.
sometimes
We
you can.
never.
Sometimes I think, gosh, why are my stitches so tiny? Now it's hard to take out. Okay, so we'll do that. And now, there, that's better.
Oh yes. Mhm. It looks natural.
Yeah. And so now what we want to do is put the little piping, and as you can see, around
It goes around the whole
the
top.
whole neckline. And I think sometimes I do is I put it on and fold everything over. I think here I folded the sides over and then I put this on.
Okay.
So maybe that's how I'll do it.
All right. So we're going to do the
We'll do we'll
back.
close the back up, and then we'll put a piping on the top.
Okay.
And the back, so I've got,
Which saves some work that we don't have to.
and I didn't do it on here. Fold over
Is that about a
twice.
quarter of an inch?
Kind of quarter, yeah.
But again, they need to fit it to their doll
Fit it to the doll.
because they may have different underwear
Right.
than we have.
Let's see.
So we did the fold overs for the back opening 1/4 inch.
Yeah, what I had done with this particular dress was make it so the back kind of met and didn't fold over.
Okay.
So each side is just turned over 1/8 and 1/8, something like that.
Okay.
But again, you just try
Making
it
it a
on your
1/4.
doll and so that it meets, but it's not folded over.
Right.
If you wanted to fold it over, then you could cut the pattern out a little bit longer
Right.
on the sides.
But this you've got to get the fit just right in order to have that.
Right.
And the good news is you're fitting it while she has her underwear on.
Yes. And so I guess you can kind of see if I can fold.
Oh yeah.
It's just meeting, really.
Right. That totally works.
Yeah.
And then what is the stitching you're using to close?
Just a little hem stitch.
Okay. So what are we going to do? Oh, we're going to do the piping next, right?
I think I'll do this first. I'll sew this down first and then do the piping.
Okay.
So I'll do that and then we'll be right back.
All right, Denise. So you've got basically, you've got the side seams, the shoulder seams, the front seams. It's all in. The back.
And of course here you're going to overcast the seams, which I haven't done because we're kind of going through this.
Yeah.
But yes. So now what we want to do is put a nice little edging on here. So we're going to do a nice little piping edge. And you're going to cut these, and it's in the instructions how long you should cut them. But cut them on the bias, because anytime you're going around things, you want it cut on the bias.
It will not work unless you do.
See,
so could you explain to, not everybody, some people are new to sewing, so what would be bias?
Okay, bias, you have the straight of the fabric.
So imagine up and down.
Right, where the weft and the warp and the weft come like this. So you would go on an angle, I want to say a 45-degree angle. So it depends on how much.
Any angle.
It depends on how much fabric you have. Some people are just very particular. How much fabric do you have? Because maybe you have a piece and you don't have enough to be exactly on a 40. So I don't have any. We don't have anything to show.
A piece of fabric.
But anyway, let's just take this. And so this is straight on, running up and down. See like this. So if you want to cut a piece on and see, it doesn't stretch this way. It doesn't stretch that way. But see how it stretches this way? That's what you want. So you cut it like
I think pretty much any on the angle is going to give you that.
Yeah. I was just trying to kind of qualify it, because you don't sometimes you just have scraps of fabric.
And you can put together scraps to make
Yes,
bias.
and you can do that. And usually, I'm just gonna guess, usually I do about 1 inch. And that is, for one thing, it's easier to hold the fabric as you're working it. And also some, like on the edge, what we're going to do now, you're going to fold the other edge over. So
Right.
you want that
You
much.
want a nice amount.
Yes. If you're going around an armhole and you don't want all of this, then once you do the piping, then you just cut that off.
Right.
You cut the excess off.
But we're going to use the.
We're going to use it. Yeah.
Could you cut that out and then show them how?
Well, I show on here. You mean the piping itself?
Yeah, I want them to see how it moves.
Oh, okay, sure.
We're not using that fabric.
No,
right?
no.
It's a little scrap. Yeah, you can just see it's very
And it'll go around.
when I didn't know better,
Curves.
I would try to pipe with fabric cut on the straight, and it never works.
The only time I do that is if I'm using a piece of ribbon. And sometimes I'll use a piece of ribbon because it's the right color, whatever. And I make it work.
Yeah, but it's a problem.
But yes, it's not.
Not for curving and
No,
whatnot.
No.
All right, so here is, you've finished that, haven't you?
Pretty much, yeah. So see, I just put the string up against, it looks like about 1/4 inch or so, and fold it over
Okay.
like that.
And this is an inch piece.
Yes, and it's cut 1 inch wide. And so I've sewn, whoops, that much, I pulled it. Okay. And you just hang on to it. I don't pin these.
Well, you'd just be fighting with the pins, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And on this type of thing, if you do happen to catch came out. If you do happen to catch the string, it's okay. It's
Yeah,
not
because
a big
we're
deal.
not pulling
You're not
this.
pulling it together. Okay.
Well, this is a good, you're using a long needle. It's a good, this is why.
This is why. I'm not doing it really tiny, but. And this, what you're sewing now won't really be seen, so.
All we want to see is the
Yeah.
pipe part of it.
Okay, so I've got a nice long piece here.
It's very spongy.
Yeah. And then, so looking at the bodice like this, and this little, I don't know, 3/8 score, whatever it is, that I've done here will be a guideline for sewing. And
Okay.
I'll show you. So keep it out a little bit from the edge.
Okay.
And let's see if I can put up this, and see the edge of this here will go up against the edge of that. And I'll pin this for right now.
You pin it to start it.
Yeah, just to hold it. And then as I sew along, I just keep looking to make sure.
This everybody should take this slow, shouldn't they?
Yes, you don't need to rush this at all. And then I think this is much longer than I need, but that's okay.
So you're putting your pipe actually facing down.
Yes.
The sides,
and that
shoulders, neckline.
Yes, all the way around.
Okay.
And as far as how to place, sometimes you're looking at, like, just figure it out. Just, it's not this way. You'll figure it out.
Well, it's not going to work the other way.
Right. So if I start and start right up against the string. Let's get that, see it's showing right there. Ooh. Oh, jeez.
You're just doing a running stitch.
Just a running stitch. And this is how it's going to go. See, it doesn't go, it's not going to go like that. You're going to fold it right onto the edge of it.
Yeah, and that's
so
elegant.
Then that's all that you see. And then this part is going to get folded under and then stitched down to the lining.
And that's why we have that nice lining.
Mm-hmm. That's why you need this extra on this. Yeah.
All right, that's elegant. Well, we're gonna sew this up, and we'll be back. All right, Denise, you've got that all on.
So now this is sewn on, and I think there's a few different things to do. First, I think I'm going to see what we want to do is we're going to press this over. This is going to go in here, and then it's going to come here. So why have this extra string? So I just pull it like this and cut it off. And then on this side too, I just try to catch this string and pull it off. And this might be helpful to you. So you don't have all that bulk underneath.
No, we don't want that.
So since we're going to fold it like this and then under, it might be helpful to press a little edge here. I think this is on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay.
So that's going to make it easier when we go to.
Yeah.
And you're also pressing down the piping too, aren't you?
I will. We do want to put this.
That looks really nice and crisp, Denise.
Yeah. I'm sure that in the old days they had this wonderful fine cording that they used. But these strings, it works. It's small. It works pretty well for us. And then if you have a little ironing board, little doll ironing board, you can.
Which we have them here, but
ours
we again look like it looks like a murder scene.
But it might be.
When I'm working, mine gets so hot that you burn
your fingers. Okay, that's pretty
Pressing it's going to
good.
make it so much
Yeah.
easier.
Okay, then we fold this under and pretty much like that. Okay. Seeing that just goes.
It just folds
it
in
just
beautifully.
Folded under.
And this we do want to pin because
Yeah. Keep it all in place. This doesn't have to be this long either, but that's all right. Okay. Should I just hold that? And then hide the knot up there somewhere. And it's a little slippery, this silk. That's okay. And then I sewed down this
Are you
edge.
doing like a little overcast stitch?
Yeah, this side.
Well, I think the secret to this is you've got to just pick, once you're getting into that, just pick the lining, not,
Yeah.
you don't want to go through.
Right, right, which, yeah.
And I can tell you do what I do, you're using your thumb or your finger pad to judge that.
Mm-hmm.
I figure if I hit my finger,
And then you've
I
gone
made
too
a
far.
boo-boo.
Or you can, I'll come out a little farther, but you can kind of pick it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can feel that you've picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also hear it too.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating with many ears what I can hear and what I can't hear. Right, well,
We'll just keep
we'll
going.
just keep going, and we'll be
on
back
here.
and show you the finished,
The finished.
piping. So Denise, that looks great. You've got the piping
Mm-hmm.
in place.
Mm-hmm.
It's fits beautifully.
Fits.
Can we show the back too?
Yes, I just kind of put it together to pin it.
The pattern even looks wonderful. So I think we're having some very nice success here.
Good.
And the good news is you are fitting this to underwear.
Yes.
So that is, I mean, I've certainly done lots of costumes without the underwear, and then
Right.
you go, oops, later on.
Well, and some of my old dolls do, even though they might have a chemise, they don't always necessarily wear it just because what they're wearing, the dress fits better without it.
Exactly.
But they're old, and
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't need to put, but in this case, we can put these girls through the test.
Yes.
So what are we going to do next?
Well, let's just make these, what we're calling the bretelles, that are these little pieces that hang over the shoulder
Okay.
and go to the back.
And this is really a classic of the 1860s, 50s, 60s era.
Yeah, it's very cute. So I have,
Flat-lined.
yes, thank you.
That's it. I'm here to help you.
I have. I've done that. Okay, to the bretelle pieces. And what we want to do is do more, piping again. And this is the bottom part. So we're going to leave that alone. And we're going to pipe continuously from this edge up around to that corner.
And this is really why it's very important in this situation to baste, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. For me, I wouldn't want these slipping as I'm trying to do that.
And so you've made the piping exactly the same way that you did the neck,
yes,
correct?
Yes, the exact same way. And again, we still want this long piece. And so we'll start from a corner.
And this is basically, from what I can figure out, this is the same technique as the neckline, isn't it?
Yes, it's the same thing.
All right.
It's just, let me just press this a little. It's been
curling. and if you do silk on the bias, it'll curl.
It will. Yeah.
So is this piece for both of the bretelles, or is that for just one?
This is just for one.
Okay.
And I've done the other one.
Okay. Beautiful. All right.
So again, start at a corner. We'll start at this edge because we're going all the way around.
Okay.
And leave a little overlap. Don't have to leave much. And then match it up to, okay, I'll show where that.
About an eighth?
Yeah, where they meet.
Okay.
So this is pretty much your guide where that is.
Right. And you're probably going to pin this as well?
Yeah, gonna just pin this here. So it'll go around there. Yeah, let's see. Give it a little more. Okay. Alrighty. And go right next to the
Cord. All right, well, we'll sew this, and then we will come back and show them the finished piece. So Denise, you wanted to show our audience the tricky part.
Yes, and that is going around these corners.
Okay. Always joyful.
I hold my breath, so I'm gonna. Hopefully, this will work out here. So there's the corner there, and we're almost to it. So I kind of bend this around a little like this.
So you create a corner.
Kind of create it. And let's see. I don't know if there's any good way of explaining it.
Well, I think you made a corner.
Let's see. Hopefully I did. Oh, they're not always pretty, but let's see. Kind of.
That's
Okay,
that's
I think
beautiful.
I think
oh,
we
you got
created.
it.
I think
Okay.
we created that, and then when you press it, it should got a little better. I got a little close to this edge there, but
Well, I don't think it's. I think it's.
I can always go. I can always go back over it a couple of stitches. But anyway, I just wanted to.
Do you think that's the
kind of
most
do that.
complicated part of
Yes.
this process?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Well,
So,
we'll get this all
now
sewn
I'll
up and
finish
we'll
this,
be back.
yeah. Okay, so I've made a couple of bretelles here, and this doesn't have to be folded over. It was done. This is done the same way as the neckline, just folded and sewn.
Looks very nice.
So just cut it,
Trim it.
trim it straight, and then we can put these aside for now.
Okay.
And okay, so the sleeves. Let's take this off, I guess. Okay. So we have these little bell sleeves, which are straight at the top, and then there's just this little bell side here, and the sleeves are trimmed in pink silk, because you're going to see a little bit on the outside there. Okay. So you have a long piece like this. Oh, which I didn't.
You didn't baste.
I didn't baste that, honestly. And then here's the top part. So the top part is just going to get
Sewn together.
folded, sewn together, and it should be enough to just fit in here without
Any adjustment?
without adjusting it too much.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. And then this part will actually, well, it doesn't matter because the silk is the same, but we're going to put it right sides together and then sew about 1/8 of an inch here, and then
flip it?
turn it, yeah. Like
Oh, that's why
inside
we
out.
didn't baste it.
So
'cause you
that's,
wouldn't
I
baste
guess,
it.
so I could show that.
That's
You're
right.
right.
Okay.
You're right.
So now we just have to sew this,
Yes.
flip it.
And then it'll look like
And
that.
then it'll look like
and
that.
Inside. And then we'll sew it to this.
All right. So
And then sew the hole.
and you're going to do about 1/8 of an inch
Yeah.
seam here.
Yes.
Okay. So shall we do that and come back and
Sure.
show them next step?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So Denise, you've got that all finished.
Yes, I sewed this together. And now I'm just going to press it open. Oh, I think I have to, there. Okay. Oops, oops.
Oops,
Oh, what am I
oops.
doing? I'm dragging it. Here we go. This is such a pretty color, silk.
Well, we meant it to be.
So-
We meant that to
So
happen.
pretty. Okay. Now we want to, I'm going to look at it this way. Put it pretty much right on the seam, but I'll show with this
You're
one.
going to give it a
but
little.
a little bit showing.
It looks like
of this
piping.
showing here this way.
Yeah, have you done that? It looks like piped, like it's piped.
So
Which it couldn't be because it would be too crazy.
it just, nah, yeah. Like the application isn't really right, I don't think. Okay. Let's see. I've got somebody in my lap
Your helper.
that
She's been a very good
I'm
girl
she's
today.
a very good girl. She's always a good girl.
If our children were still alive, they'd be snoring.
Oh, remember snoring? Yeah. Yeah.
they knew
And-
when we were going to film.
And right below us too.
Yes, they would.
Sometimes you try to move your leg, but you couldn't because there's somebody there. Okay.
So that's a very pretty application. Now we probably really should baste the top, shouldn't we?
Well,
Do we
yeah.
have to?
No, because we're going to run 2 lines.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Okay, so
and
we
then,
don't need to.
Right, as gathering threads and pull it.
Okay, so we don't.
I mean,
need to.
you always can baste if you want, but
Yeah, I don't
you
think
don't
in
have
this
to.
case we.
It's not that long.
All right,
to
so
do
you're
that.
going
So I'm
to.
going to do that.
Okay.
Let's see, so
Because we have to
Oh.
get quite a large piece of this bell ruffle into a small space, don't we?
well, it's kind of.
Yeah, okay. It's about 2.5 times.
Here it is. Here's the. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do it sort of like you would do cartridge pleating, probably,
Okay, so you're going to do
because that's a good
your
way
stitches
to
mirroring each other,
right.
same size.
To yes, and it's nice to pull
Now, are you doing single thread or double thread?
single.
Single. You're brave.
Double thread always
Snags.
one will pull, yeah, and then the other, I don't know.
Well, we'll let you put this in,
Yeah.
and then we
this
will
in.
come back and show the
Okay.
pulling.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got your bell is completely finished.
Yeah, I've got that. And so
You did. I noticed you've got your lines in, which
got the lines
there's no
in.
reason, or stitches. There's no reason to do a basting on that,
No.
because that's basically like basting.
I mean, you could pin it a few times because this can be slippery, and
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so there's a top and a bottom. On the pattern, I guess I didn't, but you can see that the top part of it has a little curve to it, and the bottom is straight.
Okay.
Okay, so what we want is to put this onto the bottom.
Okay.
So, just like cartridge pleating, just pull it. Okay, I don't know how exactly, but we're going to put it right sides together. And I'm going to put this side first, edge to edge. Let's see, let me pull that a little there.
Yeah, because you're going to lose that in the seam, aren't you?
Yeah. And then I put this side over. And here are the three. And then pull it to fit. It's kind of.
Well, I think that you don't
Move
even
it.
have to, once those lay down, you don't even have to manipulate it. It's all,
It kind of
it's,
goes,
it's like,
doesn't it?
it's like, it really is like
Yeah.
cartridge pleating.
Mm-hmm.
Just falls right into place. Well, this is an easy,
Yeah.
once they lay down, it looks like you've got it. So would you tie this off at this point? Or you want to wait till?
I usually don't. I usually pin first,
Okay,
and then see if I need to pull
arrange it a little
any
bit.
more. Yeah.
But boy, that looks from this angle, it looks like a cartridge pleating on a skirt. Where
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
and
But
so
it-
you're just going to go probably just below the last line and sew it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll sew that and we'll be back.
Okay,
Well, Denise, you've got that all in.
got it in.
Looks
Mhm.
looks great.
And then you press it right here. So, oops, sorry, I've got a little, along here, along this seam line. And then just meet edge to edge. And give it about, this I think I did 1/4 of an inch seam. Get this together here.
You want those to line up?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to have that.
Okay. And then so let's see how. Okay, if I don't have a thing, ham or.
We've
thing,
got
I just-
hams.
Yeah, I know, but I can just do this right here. Here's another. This is a little
Well,
easier
with
to
this
get
fabric,
to.
you can
It's
rough it up.
easy,
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so I've got like a little,
There you go.
yeah. And then we'll see. And the reason that I didn't put any piping around the sleeve, which would be very pretty, but is because
It's gonna be
this
covered.
is going to be covered and it's kind of redundant. So
And it also bulks it up.
yes, it does. Okay, so I turn the hole kind of inside out there, and then find the seam here, and put it in, and then try to match up this side seam with this. And again, you would clean this up and overcast it, which I didn't do, so
We're going to do
it
that
doesn't
later
look
on.
terribly
So we don't wanna-
neat right now. Okay,
Yes,
so we
but
kind
we
of
will do that. That's
match
something I
that up.
can do when you're.
When I'm home. Okay, here. And this should just go
I think it's fitting very
right,
nice.
right in there.
And that's why it's important for them to cut this properly and follow the seam allowances too, so that we get that nice fit.
And when you, if you're doing, excuse me, this for a different doll than we have here, sometimes it's the sleeves that make a difference in fitting. A sleeve can fit a kid-armed doll perfectly, but be too tight for a big bisque arm or big wooden arm.
Yeah.
So you still want to
Fit
try
it.
to, yeah, figure out the doll you're making it for. Okay, there. So now we have it all. It's fit. And usually I start down here. And it's just a running stitch around.
And this part that we definitely want to overcast, don't we?
Oh, yes. Well, you want to overcast everything. It just looks, I mean,
But I think it helps with the sleeve, giving it a little
it just
more.
looks so much better. You can trim them a little too, or, you know, it just helps. I know people will do back stitching a lot, especially around armholes and things, and I don't always. It's not coming on and off, on and off, on and off. It's not going to be laundered.
Right.
The doll doesn't move her arms, so I
Maybe she does.
Well, that could be. So I'm not doing it right now, but you can if you want.
All right. Well, we'll get this filmed.
Okay.
Or filmed. We'll
Well,
get
we'll
this,
get this finished.
sewn, and we'll come back.
Okay.
Well, Denise.
Yes, we're
I think
getting
that's,
there.
I think that's looking really
Getting
good.
there.
So we've done this in half a day. So that, that's pretty good.
That's not bad
That's not bad.
so far.
And we've solved a lot of our personal problems as we're doing
As
it.
always, yes.
So
It's called Stitch and Bit.
yeah, that's right. So are we going to
So
attach the bretelles?
yes,
Correct.
we'll attach the bretelles, and let's see, just kind of, they are going to come from the back around the front,
Okay.
and this side, this piping is going to come right kind of where
Right,
this
that
seam is,
Okay.
and it'll come even with the edge of the bodice, and this will all be, it'll be attached right here.
Okay.
And then we'll put the waistband to cover this raw edge.
Okay. So we have to do this now.
Yes, so the bretelle gets captured into the waistband.
Okay. So we're just going to do a few stitches across?
Mm-hmm. You stitch in the ditch here,
Oh, okay. Oh, so we're going to...
through there,
Oh, wow. So we're going to do
and
some
on
serious...
there, and back there.
Now, sometimes those are left kind of loose, but in your design, they're stitched down.
They're stitched down because I think that's how I saw the original, the
Okay.
picture.
All right.
No, sometimes, I mean, you can have beautiful ones that
Flop around.
are long, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, flop around. And then you would put them on after the skirt is on and kind of maybe tack them to the waist,
Yes.
that kind of idea. And then they would
and
flop, yes.
They would probably have enough extra fabric in
They
this
could do that.
they could do that if they wanted to change
You
it
can
up.
do that. You could just extend this and make it kind of a lozenge, like a roundish effect. That
And
could
that's
be
always
pretty.
cute. Very pretty. All right, so we'll stitch this
So
up
we
and then
gotta
we'll
stitch this
come back
up.
and show. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.